Snakes. My name is Dante, and today it is Podcast Tuesday once again. And we got an interesting podcast, one I've never done before, which is a what if scenario. If the Phyrexians fought the Eldrazi, and we're taking the Phyrexians, it doesn't really matter which Phyrexians we're taking. We're just gonna create, uh, I actually, made like a hypothetical an alternate ending for the marching machine so this fight would take place. But first we got our combo and our non-bow and not read, but still let's just go into the combo. And we got alright, so this is an infinite combo which just makes the opponents lose life. So what you do is that with Warren Soul Trader, you can pay a life and sacrifice a Gravecrawler to create a treasure. This makes the opponents lose one life and you regain the life you've just paid. By spending the treasure, you can recast Gravecrawler from the graveyard, since Warren Soul Trader is a zombie, so you can recast Gravecrawler since you have a zombie. And then you just do this infinitely. So you get infinite make the opponent lose infinite life. Infinite ETBs for both artifacts and creatures, infinite sacrifices, death triggers, everything. That's basically our combo, which is this combo. Can be done in mono black. 3-card combo, it's still. Let's go to our, well, not really non-bow, but just something funny noticed. We got Nulk Perfect Clone and the Prismatic Piper. So imagine having these two as your commanders. It's not that good because Nulk would be another Prismatic Piper, which Prismatic Piper is literally a filler commander. So why the hell would you have the Prismatic Piper and Nulk as your commander? It's just something fun, because Nulk, what it does is it can be the other commander, like if you're using partner commander. So because that's partner, you can put a Inok and a commander of partner. So you have two of the same commander. And if you have Inok in the deck, you can cast is either one or the other. So yeah, it's funny, honestly. Yeah, it's just a filler card, really. Similar with the Prismatic Piper. So having both of these as a commander, not a good idea. Let's go to our hypothetical alternate ending. So why will the Phyrexians fight the Eldrazi? They're not even from they're not even from the same era. How can this fight happen? Well, let's just make it up. So, let's say the invasion of New Phyrexia was what the Resistance did, to stop the Phyrexian invasion in the multiverse. And well, with this and other stuff, they were able to, defeat the Phyrexians. Let's say this failed. Let's say their invasion on New Phyrexia failed, and Phyrexia was able to fight back. So well, not really fight back. The Resistance couldn't fight back because they're the ones who were fighting back against New Phyrexia, and the Predators survive. So yeah, this alternate ending would be that the Phyrexians have conquered the entire multiverse after after defeating the Resistance and completing basically the multiverse. So the multiverse becomes Phyrexian, and the Planeswalkers still be Planeswalkers, but the desparking never happens. The Planeswalkers end up being Phyrexian Planeswalkers. Now, since they aren't satisfied, they go to Tezzeret for a planar bridge. So the planar bridge to enter another timeline, to conquer more planes in alternate universes. So they use the planar bridge and they just hop in. Now they enter. Now, if this is, they would enter, for example, an alternate timeline that has, that's just full of Eldrazi, or they just land on one of the planes that just has that's corrupted by Eldrazi. Let's just say it's an alternate version of Zendikar, because this, I mean, it's not really canon, but they actually did return, they actually did revive the Eldrazi's for the lore of the Modern Horizons. They actually did like the return of the Eldrazi. So let's just say, yeah, they arrive on Zendikar on an but on an alternate timeline, and well, they uh they just encounter the Eldrazi. As this is the declaration of war, the Eldrazi would obviously fight back. So this is how the fight would go on. So we'd have our normal Phyrexian soldiers, fighting normal Eldrazi drones and processors. I mean, well, the Phyrexians, their method is to complete. They complete non-Phyrexians and turn them into Phyrexians themselves. They would obviously try do this on the Eldrazi. They would literally go for it, start complete. I mean, this is before like the Predators step in and the Planeswalkers. But what they fail to realize later on, I mean, is that the Eldrazi it cannot be completed. I mean, if like uh like literally the uh the Eldrazi are not flesh. I mean, if you go on if you go to the Eldrazi, they are literally non-physical. They are devoid. Like they literally would be unaffected by the oil of the Phyrexians. So when the Phyrexians try to uh uh to convert uh the Eldrazi, they would I mean what they will fail. I mean literally. There's not even joking. They would legit fail. So they uh um so so yeah there's different Phyrexians because the old Phyrexians could literally like were entirely like the old Phyrexians and the new Phyrexians are different. I'm talking about, but for the sake of this, I mean, it just doesn't matter because um they literally but yeah, they just man, they just become corrupted. I mean, so yeah, but basically, Phyrexians cannot complete the Eldrazi. Now, the real question is, why would this matter? Well, here's the explanation. The Eldrazi could legit just warp. They they could turn the Phyrexians into Eldrazi. So the Phyrexians cannot complete the Eldrazi because uh, um, they were like so yeah they just um so they just so since they can't like convert the Eldrazi, I mean completion is a much harder process than corruption. I mean, well, completion is a form of corruption, but I'm talking the Eldrazi corruption. The Um, um, let's just um, let's just so yeah. The I mean during Eldritch Moon, we can see that the Eldrazi or these Emrakul could spread like its influence on living things. I mean, so yeah, because you see, for example, Emrakul's a banjo. It's just so they would start by corrupting, by warping the the living population. They'd start becoming horrors. So like for example, the werewolves stop turning back into humans and or stuff. I mean, zombies are unaffected. That because zombies are like non-living or so. I mean, I don't remember why was that zombies were unaffected by Emrakul's uh, influence, but yeah, if Emrakul just pulls up to the fight, I mean, it's over for the Phyrexians. Like, doesn't matter if you bring in any computer, like even like let's just say they have Jace. I mean, on their team, like it's a completed version. I mean, doesn't matter if they have any completed planeswalkers, if they have the Predators. It have friggin' Yawgmoth. I mean, if Emrakul just pulls up, I mean, I don't see the Pirates win. I mean, I don't see the Pirates winning this. I mean, literally, they would they would just get turned to dust. I mean, honestly, the the Phyrexians or would get affected by Emrakul's influence, or will just get absolutely pulverized by just normal Eldrazi. I mean, if you just take the ordinary Eldrazi, I mean, the drones and schemes and the spawns would fall probably. I mean, the drones is heavily arguable. I mean, but once you get to the big Eldrazi's or even like processors, I mean, processors could just they would just uh they would uh they would just I mean the processor would legit just consume the the Phyrexians and the large ones. I mean the ingesters. I mean the which are the big ones. Then then yeah, they would legit just uh they could consume the Phyrexians. And I mean so yeah, the only hope like the Phyrexians have against the Eldrazi is like machines, zombies, and they're just the weakest. I mean, like, like I could just imagine, like the six predators turning into getting warped by Emrakul. I mean, there's just yeah, it's literally like and not only that. I mean, not to mention Eldrazi are just like you like the fighters could literally not understand I mean the mind of an Eldrazi. Let's just I don't know if you know this, but you can't reprocess what an Eldrazi knows. So if you were to give in the knowledge of an Eldrazi, like an ordinary human or anything would like their mind would legit just implode just by processing what an Eldrazi knows. I mean, it's just so it's Friday. What the Eldrazi can do. I mean, if you think getting completed by Phyrexian is bad, imagine just being in just being in Eldrazi. I mean, they're literally just like on a whole different dimension. I mean, there's just there. I just don't see how the Phyrexians can beat the Eldrazi. Sadly, so I mean, I actually like the Eldrazi more, but still, I mean, gotta tell you this. They're like the Phyrexians literally stand no chance. I mean, I don't know. So yeah, let's. So yeah, So yeah, the Eldrazi end up pulverizing the Phyrexians after their fight, and well, they proceed to hop through the uh same planar bridge and just take end up and it just end up conquering the entire multiverse. So yeah, so yeah, conclusion: the Eldrazi win. So yeah, honestly, I actually started playing Magic in Zendikar. I mean, oh, no, not Zendikar, Battle for Zendikar, or and Over the Gatewatch. I mean, end of Battle for like right before Over the Gatewatch Purdy's was when I started playing Magic the Gathering, and Eldrazi was like one of my favorite creature types. And Phyrexians were also quite interesting. I mean, Phyrexians were more like because the new Phyrexians were like uh they start more like in Maraudon Besieged when the Phyrexian when Phyrexian new Phyrexian invades no when Phyrexian invades Maraudon and it turns into new Phyrexian. So because and now I mean for the 30th anniversary I think they brought back like the whole Phyrexian theme because of I mean War of the Spark was because they brought back Ravnica for the 25th anniversary, just having like a whole new crossover of all the planeswalkers and stuff. And well, yeah, honestly, the lore of Magic is just really cool. I mean, and honestly, those what ifs are just interesting. I mean, I like Magic. I mean, but anyways, congratulations. You have reached the end of the podcast. So why don't you like and subscribe and follow if you haven't already? Share friends. Stay tuned to our next video streams and podcasts. Podcasts will be live every Tuesday, 4:30 GMT. So stay tuned to and watch my other videos too. I mean, well, next week, not sure, but I think I should be able to live stream it. But even if I don't, there will still be a recorded podcast. So don't worry about it. I mean, tomorrow I will be playing Pioneer at 1 p.m. GMT, playing a Pioneer preliminary. So please stay tuned to that one. I will be trying out my new build, which is uh, Gruul. Uh, what is it? Yeah, Gruul Resonance, which uses late night resonance, pump spells, and small creatures. Like some that when they die can shoot the opponent and other stuff. I mean, that's literally. I mean, the intention of the deck is to try and like one shot the opponent on turn two or something. This seems like a cool deck though. I mean, I'm excited to try it, and let's see how it goes. Cause yeah, honestly, Phoenix it's not really a good deck. I mean, I didn't like it that much. But yeah, anyways, thanks for watching. Hope you enjoyed it, and bye.